How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to another video of my journey to profitability series. In this video I am going to be doing day 14 and 15 together because my software wasn't working for the past 2 days. I don't know why it's not working. I literally yesterday I made a full-on video, press record, check that it's recording, and it just decides not to record. I don't know what it is. Today it was working, and yeah, let's get into it. So I'm gonna go over yesterday's trade first, and then we'll go over. Oh no, yesterday I didn't trade. Yesterday there was FOMC meeting minutes, and I didn't trade on Monday because it was USD bank holiday. So this is going to be Tuesday's trade and today's trade. So on Tuesday my bias was bullish because we had sweeped out these equal lows and this low, that's low resistance liquidity, and we had all this low resistance liquidity up here that has not been swept. We also filled in a 1 hour fair value gap and a 4 hour fair value gap, so my bias was bullish. We also formed an SMT, no, that was today's trade, my bad. So coming into session open, we came down, we filled in this fair value gap. From there on, I'm waiting for a break of structure. Once we get that break of structure right here, which was formed with this candle, I'm waiting for one of my conferences to get hit. We come down into this fair value gap. And once we touch that fair value gap, I'm waiting for buying power out of it. Now normally here I would wait for a break of structure, but I just didn't. Normally it doesn't even break structure to the downside when it comes to filling the confluence, but we did, and I did not even notice that. So I just wait for buying power out of it, but it still worked out fine, worked out in our favor because we got a better risk to reward. If I did wait for the break of structure, I would have entered here, which I should have done, but I just didn't realize that it broke structure to the downside. And my first take profit was here, and my second take profit was here. This wasn't a take profit because this is the thing. I watched TJ literally just uploaded a video recently where he talks about low resistance liquidity, and it's basically just trying to say that when there's liquidity areas, when there's highs and lows really close together, price most likely sweeps out all of them instead of sweeping out just one. So I just put my take profit all the way up there. This was a 2.21 risk to reward ratio, and yeah. Alright, so this was today's trade, which we end up winning as well. Same risk to reward as yesterday, which is insane. Like same exact 2.21, not a decimal off. We took a win again. Now my last trade recap, day 13, it got 100 views. I'm pretty sure it's because I commented on one of TJR's shorts, which everyone liked and supported me. Thank you to everyone. Someone commented day 13 was a loss. Someone commented wait for a 5-minute break of structure instead of a 1-minute break of structure, and then you can look for 1-minute confluences and everything. He said that's better. Now normally the strategy is 4 hour, 1 hour, and then execute on the 5-minute, but because I am trading London session and there's not much volatility, because I use the 1 hour and 15-minute as my overall bias, overall high time frame key levels, that's why I always wait for a 1-minute break of structure and everything. But even though I'm using 15-minute and 1 hour as my high time frame key levels, I can still wait for 5-minute break of structure, which will just give me a lot more, how can I say, I'm trying to think of like a word, but yeah, it will just be a lot better. It will be the trade will be more trustable, because sometimes when it goes up in the 1 minute, it could just be a retrace on the 5-minute. Now today I'm going to show you guys an example. If I did wait for a 1-minute break of structure today, I would have ended up getting stopped out. Now the overall trade would have hit TP after it stopped me out. So That's why I think from now on I will be waiting for 5-minute breaker structures. And yeah, let's get into it. So my overall bias for today was bearish. As you guys can see, the price is actually starting to come down, but we did take a long today, but my overall bias was bearish because yesterday we had a massive move up at night. I'm not really too sure why. We had a massive move up at night. Normally when moves like this happen, I always expect my bias to be bearish because I want price to come down and fill in equilibrium, and also that massive 4-hour fair value gap. We actually did sweep out some highs over here as well, fill in a bearish fair value gap. So when that normally happens, when we get a big move up, I always want price to come down and hit equilibrium. But we had session highs and low resistance liquidity up there. We also formed a 15-minute SMT on S&P. We didn't sweep out these lows. We formed a higher low. On Nasdaq we formed a lower low. That's why we also swept out a 15-minute low. I'll show you guys. Yep, look, we swept out this 15-minute low right here. Once we swept that out, now normally I would be looking for a 1-minute breaker structure. Now let me tell you why I would have lost if I entered off the 1-minute breaker structure. So we get the 1-minute breaker structure here. We touch, we come down. Where is it? Okay, so we get the 1-minute breaker structure here, and then we touch equilibrium. We get buying power out of it. Set my thing here. Stop loss below this low. If I put it, stop loss below that low. Take profit up there, which would have got stopped out and then moved up. This was a 1 to 7. Obviously the risk reward was way better, but we're losing, so there's not really a point. You shouldn't be worrying about risk reward too much. But if I did that, then I would have got stopped out. Now if I did put my stop loss below this low, I would have hit TP without getting stopped out. But the 5-minute way just seems a lot better. I don't know, maybe like if I'm really confident about my bias and thing, I will probably do it on the 1-minute, but today was a good day to do it on the 5-minute. Now the 5-minute is literally only for breaker structure. I can still look for my confidences. The confidence I had on the 1-minute today was basically a 5-minute confidence as well, as you guys can see. So we broke structure on the 5-minute here. I'm gonna lift it up a bit because it's a pretty tight breaker structure. Like if I do that, it's not even obvious. So the 5-minute broke structure right there. From there on, I go to the 1-minute. I'm waiting for one of my confidences to get hit. We had this order block to move down before the breaker structure to the upside. That order block got hit with this candle. I'm waiting for a bullish candle out of it. We get this bullish candle right here. Once that closes, enter there, stop loss below the order block, take profit up at this. What session was this? That was that was Asian session highs. And yeah, we hit 2.21 risk reward again. So overall, 2 win streak right now. Day 13 we lost, but we are up around 11% on that account right now for the month, which is really, really good. And yeah, thank you for all the support, guys. That comment that I posted really did affect how many people watched. I think a lot of people supported me, and thank you to Brajan, I think his name was, or Barjan or Brajan, for telling me about that 5-minute breaker structure. Yeah, I'll see you guys next time I trade.